Pete Goble was immediately hooked on bluegrass music when he heard the Flatt and Scruggs recording of Down the Road from Mercury Records in 1949. His love of country and bluegrass music spanned his lifetime, while Pete honored the catchy folk songs, the lonesome ballads, and spirited dance tunes by writing and performing some of the most memorable tunes ever recorded in bluegrass music history. John Pete Goble was born on April 24, 1932, in Prestonsburg, Kentucky. He grew up in the mountains of the Bluegrass State, then moved to Detroit, Michigan with his family in 1948. Pete taught himself to play the guitar in his early 20s and soon began penning song verses and laying them down to music. Some of Pete's early work in the mid-1950s included You'll Be a Lost Ball, I'll Drink No More Wine, and I'll Never Take No for an Answer. Pete often collaborated with his longtime friend Leroy Drum. Over the years, the duo produced classic bluegrass material for renowned artists Alison Krauss, the Bluegrass Cardinals, the Country Gentlemen, Daly and Vincent, Doyle Lawson and Quicksilver, Glenn Campbell, Jimmy Martin, Larry Sparks, the Osborne Brothers, Rhonda Vincent, and many more. Pete also collaborated with Doyle Lawson and Bobby Osborne on For God Sent an Angel. Pete's repertoire of written material produced classic bluegrass hits, such as Please Search Your Heart, Son of a Sawmill Man, Morristown, Midnight Angel, and all-time favorites Circuit Rider, I'd Like to Be a Train, and Julianne. Pete released 5 albums during his extraordinary music career, including Tennessee 1949 with Bill Emerson in 1987, Dixie in My Eye in 1989, Webco Classics Volume 1, Emerson and Goble in 1994, When I'm Knee Deep in Bluegrass in 2005, and Back to Jubilee Road with Andy Ball in 2013. Pete wrote, co-wrote, sang, and played the guitar on nearly every song on his album releases. He also was featured in the complete Vanguard recordings from The Country Gentlemen, with several songs he co-wrote and sang. Over 7 decades of music excellence, Pete created and composed some of bluegrass music's most influential and admired favorites. His beloved compositions of Tennessee 1949, Blue Virginia Blues, Colleen Malone, Windy City, Big Spike Hammer, Call of the Whippoorwill, Thank God for the Highways, Born to be a Drifter, Pretty Roses Remind Me of You, It's Amazing What Sunshine Can Do, remain bluegrass standards today. Pete Goble has been honored with many awards throughout his celebrated career. He received the Distinguished Achievement Award from the International Bluegrass Music Association in 2002. He was honored with the IBMA Song of the Year in 1991 for Colleen Malone, which Hot Rise recorded. In 1997, Pete was honored as Songwriter of the Year by the Society for the Preservation of Bluegrass Music in America. He later accepted his induction into the Southeast Michigan Bluegrass Music Association Hall of Honor along with Leroy Drum in 2017. Pete Goble passed away on July 25, 2018 at the age of 86. Pete lived most of his life in Michigan, yet his legacy will always be pure bluegrass. His massive output of recorded favorites will undoubtedly impact the next wave of bluegrass singer-songwriters and forever cement Pete Goble's enormous influence on the direction of bluegrass music for generations to come.